Angular fuerte, pare. You make a big area for it now, or
Wait. Stop.
Yeah, we go fix that. We just pull it on in the.
I will join this up, right?
Hold on, let's finish.
Come close now.
So put in sun on that. I put in sleeve and there's a rough flowers. You put a drop in it. So you put off. So if you fix it like this, right? So put this put it in the view. So it's everybody is all right. So this thing, but for the first 4 days, you'll find 4 handfuls of water. So this will start down there today. Right? Today when you come out, the only thing you have to do is to touch my hurricane water and thing, and that's all. From tomorrow morning, this will start.
Tomorrow morning. Planting grass.
Plant that from this evening.
Or this evening.
Right? So when they come back, clean up the place and we try to fix everything so that's fixing in the morning. Alright? So you put in a little bit of water with the rice and the black kale, the flour, the fruit seed. And you put into Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, I offer this water, so this is water and finger. Right? So when you offer water, you see water. Lord Krishna, I offer this water to you. So on behalf of my mother, we take her name. I ask you kindly to accept this my offering and shower your blessings upon her soul, so that she will be able to receive the blessings of my offering as she prepares to leave this material piece of the planet to travel to her final destination. Okay?
So the pin now we just leave in a fold.
So the first thing you're doing is water. Right? The first thing you're doing, you're finding water. When it's done, say that, you put down the bucket, and you will say Om, and you will take Shini, and you say Trip 10 times. So do this. So this is what you're doing, and you say Om. What is your name?
Sheiladai Simbhu. Sheiladai Simbhu.
Sheiladai
Simbhu.
Om Sheiladai Simbhu, Trip 10 times. You see, not touch here.
Yeah.
Om Sheiladai Simbhu, Tripleta. Om Sheiladai Simbhu, right? So 4 times. After the 4 days, which is included from today, so today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, up to Saturday, you're using 4 handfuls of water. After that, every morning you increase in by 1 handful, so that is written there, right? Every morning you increase 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? You pin the mix you have there, so you pick up so much of tomorrow, so you have to make 3 pin doubles.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, all the picking up the ashes by yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to offer 2 pindars in the morning here. While you're offering 2 pindars, one will come up back as for today. And then after that, 1 every morning. So tomorrow, 2 pindars are here. And
But right after you pick up the ashes or before?
right before you have to go, right before you go and pick up the ashes.
Okay.
Right? So here now, O Lord, as I offer this pinder to you from on behalf of my mother, I ask you kindly to accept this my offering. Shower your blessings upon her soul, that she does not feel indignities of hunger and thirst and wants. This is why we are offering the pinders, this is why we are offering the water. Alright? So, when you don't say that, then you will break your pinder in 4 parts. East, west, north, south. Alright? So it's showing it. Okay, here I have 4 thing.
No, well, them did it all right.
Okay, so break it until it become normally it is supposed to stay. One is supposed to stay for the whole day, and the next morning you break it. And before anything go interfere with it, you break it. Right?
The dog in my class. Yeah, how do you mix them?
When you don't break it until you're done offer. Then make the offering and you finish. So whatever fold you need or board you need or anything. Right? So that's for that. Then you know this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Right? So that could be your beach mantra, your whole mantra you're saying. So after you're done, say this, O Lord Krishna, as I offer this water to you on behalf of my mother, I take your name. So to accept this my offering, shower blessings upon her soul, so she does not feel the indignities of hunger and thirst and wants, right? And then when you put it down, then you take her name and you say, Om Tripleta, right? Then you offer the pindars, right? And then don't do that, then I will go and pick up ashes. So to pick up ashes, you're carrying 4 packs of milk.
You carry jelly, sir. You carry cold milk.
Oh, all right, brilliant. A nice thing of cold milk, if you get 2 better. 1 sufficient, if you get 2 is better. You've got to get a calcer. I didn't know extra calcer. So when you reach down there, you fully calcer with milk. And just like how you go along with Chitta to light it today, same way you go along with Chitta tomorrow 5 times. Right? Om Namo Bhagavate
Oh,
Vasudevaya.
while you're going to chew the milk, while you're going to... Oh,
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Putting the milk in your hand. When you're done, you come and you rest on the calcer one side.
I say for the calcer, it was a walk around with the calcer.
Right? So, in that case now, you're going to carry 2 calcer. Because normally when you carry the pack, or you make the top of the milk pack head,
yeah, I know.
and you go wash out the milk back and put the bones, so you have to take a 5 pieces of bones. So you can't put it in the bottle, so you have to use the next calcer. Right? So you carry 2 calcers. So one for the milk to walk around. The next one, you half it with milk. Take a 5 pieces of bones, wash it out, put it inside that and put it one side. Then you will throw the milk on the ash, you will throw the hardy on the ash, you throw the black tail on the ash. If you have any big block of wood, you will remove it out. Right? Remove it, and then you go throw all of these things. Then you heap up everything, and then you take it to it by the ocean, what is right there, sir. Waterloo is going. But before you offer it now you take the lotta of milk. Now you put it in the oh man, that as I offer this milk to you on behalf of my mother, I ask you to accept this my offering, shower blessings upon her soul, that wherever the remains will make a disnovice will put in the remains of the ash. That there is a pindan representation for it. Then you take the milk, well, if the tide high, you could afford to pour the milk in the water. When the tide low, throw the calcer inside the water. You don't want to throw it outside. You want with the bone, you don't want to throw the calcer. You just throw it out for the bone and things, so wherever that falls. Alright? And then when you're done cleaning up, then you take the one pin that you will bury it. And same thing you're putting again for the soul. Right? And you break the pin in four and you throw it.
Okay.
Alright, so when you read this 1 or 2 times, it's easy.
You already carry one thing on milk, usually whatever the cars have enough water. So we got it, yes, we could just use it out.
Yeah, the balance is from the ashes.
Right.
So you just need the milk to fully calcer.
Yeah, but
That's all about it.
You need the calcer to fully calcer it milk to go on. You put it one side.
yeah.
The next one with the calcer, you put about half. You take 5 pieces of bones, you wash it out and put it inside of that. And the rest of the milk, pour it all about on the ashes.
Right.
The hardy, pour it on the ashes. The black tail, pour it on the ashes. Then you're taking up the ash.
Right.
Right? So everything is written here. Well, normally I would be doing all the manapart work and everything. Alright? So normally I will supply everything for the ones. I will supply the egg, I supply everything for this. For the bandara, I will be coming back with Baba to do all the now work and everything. I will supply everything, bring baby and all the go half flowers too. So when that time we will talk about that.
Yeah, so we get you to the end, we go.
So this is for today. I will leave all this with you. So we understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
I will need all the number to
Hindi mo siya lang. So siya tak mawan bi. So you give it to someone.
Give me out something.
Alright? So tomorrow morning is the only morning we have to offer burial because you have to go and pick up the ash. After that, you offer when the sun rise. Unless you follow walking and all that.
Yeah,
You
all we looking to.
already ready to go to work.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Well, do all the offers before they go. Alright? So it is easy because we do it 1 time, 2 times, it's your easy.
sarvashtangatopi va yasmadeti Sri Krishnaya Nama Sri Narayanaya Om Sri Govindaya Vashan Amritopastharanamasi Amritapidhanamasi Om Sri Mangalam. Scrub your hands. Pavitra sarvashtangatopi va Sri Krishnaya Namah. Drink the water. Again, Sri Narayanaya Om Sri Govindaya Vashan Amritopastharanamasi Amritapidhanamasi Hasta Prakshalanam Sarva Mangal Bhavatu Om Sri Keshavaya Om Sri Govindaya Om Sri Narayan Vashan Amritopastharanamasi Amritapidhanamasi Hasta Prakshalanam Sarva Mangal Bhavatu Om Sri Keshavaya Om Sri Govindaya Sri Narayanaya Vashan Amritopastharanamasi Amritapidhanamasi Hasta Prakshalanam Sarva Mangal Bhavatu Om Sri Govindaya Om Sri Narayanaya Om Sri Keshavaya Vashan Amritopastharanamasi Amritapidhanamasi. Go ahead now, you give that. Give. All right. Yeah. Organize that now. You get ring already, sir? Well, put your hands over. Kushamule Stito Brahma. You. Right, good. Sri Krishna Kushalam Karoti Bhavatu Data Pradayani Mangalam Bhagwana Vishnu Mangalam Garuja Kushmaiti Dharanam Kriyate Namaha. Mangalam Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namo Tat Sat Harihi Om. All come on the side, eh? Alright, it had a hookup, it can hook up yet? Alright, well. The mic. Who is the DJ? Come DJ, hook up the mic. Yeah, give all of them flowers. Come Ricky, come on the side. Okay, well, you, go ahead, use the white flowers. You hold this. I'm going to put the flowers on it there. Right. Anything, anyone, all you're doing, all you just touch hands, right? Just link up hands. Testing. Checking for sound. It sounds. Nothing happening. Hello? Huh? Alright, come. Right, take that and sing a bhajan by the time. Come. Give it three now. Bar Bolo Sri Vrindavan Krishna Chand Bhagwan Ki Jai. Everybody sit around. Could we all please stand as we put hands together and we bow our heads in prayer. At this point in our existence, the only thing, the most appropriate thing, the best thing that we can do is to offer prayer for the soul. Bhagavad Gita tells us that the soul does not die. That soul is eternal, everlasting. The body will die and decay and finish and end, but the soul does not die. And that soul, my dear friends, where I invite you to offer prayer on behalf. We pray to Krishna Bhagavan that, Lord, today we have this very difficult duty to perform, sending off of the soul to Bhagavan Krishna. Let us all put hands together. Harihi Om Sriya Pavitra Pavitra Sarvashtangatopi Va Mritak Sthane Shavang Nimit Maya Diyate Upatishtam Mritak Snane Namaya Maya Diyate Tatsat Harihi Om Namaha Yang Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutas Tunvanta Divyasta Vede Sangam Parakramo Upanishade Gayanti Yam Samagha Dhyana Vashtita Tadgate Namanusa Pashanti Yam Yogino Yasyang Tangnavedo Sura Surgana Devaya Tashmai Namo Namam Harihi Om Dhau Shanti Rantarikshakam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Oshadhe Shanti Banaspate Shanti Brahm Shanti Sargam Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Shama Shanti Ridhi Shubh Shanti Kalyana Mangal Bhavatu Nama Harihi Om Sri Vishnu Raj Sri Brahmano Dvitit Prad Sri Svedvara Kalpe Bhaivash Mantare Ashtavinchatame Kalyuge Kalipatam Charnet Tranda Deset Chalivil Nagret Satsat Haramukhanam Prit Nam Jajmana Sahi Om Sheiladai Simbhu Prit Nam Jajmana Sahi Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshapundarikangsham Preta Moksha Pradobhava Preta Moksha Pradobhava Preta Moksha Pradobhava Narayanaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namam He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava Govinda Garudhuja Gunanidhe Damodara Ramadhava He Krishna Kamalapate Yurupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntadipate Characharpate Lakshmi Pate Pahinam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. I invite all to please join with me in a short bhajan. Jaya Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare. All Dukhiyo ko dukha dur. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. O Jaya Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare. Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai ओ जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो ओ जब चारों आशा का दूर और कोई न केवल वाला हो फिर तो ही बेड़ा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। ओ जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जो चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जय कृष्ण हरे। सत्य है, यही सबके कथ्य है। वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। Thank you very much. Please take your seats. Om Shavang Nimit, sprinkle water right through Chandan. Om Shavang Nimit, Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritaksane Shavang Nimit Snanang Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Harihi Om Namaha. Take, come from here with your index finger, watch my hand, and go down. Rub. Come from here and go down. Om Chandanam Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om, by the two airs. Om Chandanam Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Harihi Om Namaha, under the chin. And just with hands on right there. Om Sri Chandanam, no, just put it right there. Right. Put. Om Chandanam Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Harihi Om Namaha, perfume. Take the perfume, spray. What? Spray 5 times and then slowly walk around. Om Gandham Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kam Sachanura Mardanam Devaki Paraman. Slowly, slowly, slowly. No hurry. Gandham Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritakshaya Shaunit Gandham Maya Dete Upatishtam Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritaksane Shavang Nimit Gandham Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om Namaha. Om Namo Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya. 5 times, huh? Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Guru Govindaya Namo Namam He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava. One more. Om Gandham Maya Dete Upatishtam Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Aksha Punari Kangsham Preta Moksha Prarabhava Tatsat Harihi Om Namaha. Put it down, take the mala. Om Pushpa Mala Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Harihi Om Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Guru Govindaya Namo Namam Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Aksha Punari Kangsham Preta Moksha Prarabhava Krishna Krishna Kripalo Tangatirna Gatirvava Sansaragna Prasiddha Purushottamam He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayana. Don't heap it up. Pull it down. Right. Om Pushpamala Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Harihi Om Govindaya Krishnaya Narayanaya Namam Tatsat Harihi Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Aksha Punari Kangsham Preta Moksha Prarabhava. Om Yam Dware Mahadhore Dipadane Maya Haste Maya Dete Om Krishnaya Govindaya. Arti. Watch. 5 times here circle. Slowly, you're doing it too fast. Slowly, and then you continue doing arti. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadguru. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Shavang Nimit Maya Dete Deepadane Maya Dete Upatishtam. Om Yam Dware. Continue arti. Yam Dware Mahaghore Andhena Tamasabrite Tatra Valokanartham Deepo Yam Pratishtatam Amukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritaksha Shavang Nimit Deepam Maya Dete Upatishtam. Om Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Guru Govindaya Namo Namam. Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Aksha Punari Kangsham Preta Moksha Prarabhava. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalo Tankatirna Gatirvava Sansara Prasiddha Purushottamam Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Shahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaye Pataya Nama. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadguru. All right, take the chariot. Watch. Continue. Take the chariot. Continue walking. Touch by the feet. Forehead. 3 times. Everybody. Three times, right? 3 times? What kind of shortcut you give me, everybody? I watching you, you know. एक बार बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. My dear friends, death and dying is a very sad and traumatic happening. But as that bhajan says, ek din hame bhi jana hai. That bhajan says that we all, everybody here listening to me, we all have to go through this process of death. But when somebody dies, it is for you to analyze and think and figure out if you are on track as far as your life and the conduct and management of your life. Because we are here for a purpose. But unfortunately, when we reach here, we become distracted. House and land and wife and husband and money and job and career and everything else. But we forget our original purpose and intent. Bare bhagya manushatana pava. Understand, my dear friends, what is the purpose of this human existence. And this is where a lot of people miss the bus. A lot of people become derailed, sidetracked so much that they don't realize the purpose for which they are here. Understand, my dear friends, that we as human beings, we are the only intelligent being in the creation who have the privilege, and look at the word I'm using, privilege to talk to God. Think about what I'm saying. We as human beings, we are the only ones in the creation have that privilege to talk to God. And yet still, sad to say, 83% of the world population don't have time for God. Sad, isn't it? 83% of the people don't have time for God. You know why? They are pursuing something they call happiness. And their perception of happiness is a bigger house, a bigger car, more money in the bank, more wife, more husband, more children, more car. Kuch na le jaye hai dhanaban ke gathariya. And the final analysis, all that we rake and scrape and accumulate, my dear friends, nothing in this world is ours. Strange as it may sound, analyze what I am saying. Nothing in this world is ours. And if we understand what is our purpose in life, what is our intent, what is our duty, is to bring the soul into oneness with God. But God takes 4th and 5th priority in our existence. You know, when they remember God, when they point their finger, they go to God, and when the pain done, they wrap up God like roti and bhaji and put in back pocket until they point their finger again. You know what I mean? That is the relationship that we have with God. Now, people looking for the easiest and shortest way to... Oh, look at go sit down here. Pull that chair and sit down like that. Oh, sit down. It had chairs right there. You could... I must sit down to him because I kind of getting a little old. Yes, my dear friends. Today I was looking at the handout, the pamphlet, and so many names were there with deceased. It tells us we are here for a short period of time. Most people think and behave and act as if they come here to turn stone. No, my dear friends. Ek din hame bhi jana hai. All of us have to go through this process. So what we need to do is to sit down and analyze our life and figure out if we are on track as far as our duty, our primary duty and purpose in life. Are we pursuing that objective? And you'd be shocked to know a lot of people have failed in that category. A lot of people, you see, in life, throughout our life, we start searching for happiness. And we pin our hopes of that happiness in the material world. But shocking to say, nothing in this material world will bring you any happiness. Anything that you could tell me that will bring you happiness will also bring you unhappiness, frustration, and sorrow. The only true happiness, my dear friends, and I want you to listen to this very carefully, the only source of happiness in your life is when you are able to totally and unconditionally surrender to God. I repeat, because this is important, the only source of true happiness in your life is when you can totally and unconditionally surrender to God. All the scriptures, all the religions, all the guidance, all the gurus teach you the same thing, that learn to link up with God. When you are able to link up with God, you'd be able to weather any storm that come your way. You'd be strong mentally and emotionally and physically to handle whatever challenges that come your way. But if you are a stranger to God, if you are away from God, then whatever wind blows could knock you over. So my dear friends, my little message for you today is understand your purpose, your objective, your responsibility, your duty as a human being, and do not become sidetracked and derailed into looking for that elusive source of happiness that is non-existent without God. My dear friends, Bhagavad Gita in chapter 2 reminds us that when somebody dies, don't grieve, don't cry, don't lament, but pray. And if you analyze what that means, that is a very powerful message for every human being who experiences the loss of a loved one. Because I would tell you, the children here have lost a mother, full stop. But think of what the mother has lost, and you'd understand the gravity of her grief and pain and agony as opposed to yours. She has lost the most cherished possession, her body. She has lost a house. She has lost the children who she cherished dearly, grandchildren, friends, neighbors. Everything that she possessed from the time she born until now, she has lost. So her loss, and I want you to understand what I'm saying, her loss is 100 times greater than your loss. But if you sit down and pray, you chant your mantras, it strengthens your position and it strengthens her position, as opposed to grieving and crying and lamenting and bawling and squealing. Because when you bawl and squeal and lament, the pain that she is going through, the agony that she is going through, it increases. But when you sit down and pray, what happens is that you strengthen your position and you strengthen her position. So my dear friends, when a loved one passes on, pray. Pray instead of crying and grieving, because your loss is minimal compared to their loss. Think about what I'm saying. their loss is 100 times greater. So when you sit and pray, you are able to withstand and understand because we all have to go, my dear friends. Everybody listening to me on the internet, listening to me in the gathering here, everybody have to pass through this process. From the beginning of time, man have been trying to cheat death. From the beginning of time, man have been able to conquer death. But I suppose God's smarter than that. We're here for a limited time. We're here for a short time. My dear friends, I urge you that you pursue the objective, because at the end of this journey, house and land and wife and husband and children and car is of no use, no value. If you tell mother now that, Ma, look, I have a big house for you and a big car, nothing. But pray. This is why in a Hindu funeral ceremony, there are so many different rituals to perform to help the soul and also to help the grieving families. Because death and dying, my dear friends, is a very sad and traumatic experience. Talking about sad and traumatic, in recent times, and I want this message to be very clear and spread as much as possible. Very often we see funerals and they have music truck and dancers and tassas and all kind of thing. That, my dear friends, is very, very, very wrong, inappropriate. Never have music, because picture yourself, your most possession, your house burn down or collapse, and somebody playing music and dancing, how you go feel? That soul is going through a trauma that you cannot imagine. And then you have a music truck like if it's a party or a wedding. That's one message. The other message is, when you go to the cremation site, people tend to pack the cooler and treat it as a picnic site. My dear friends, a cremation site is a cemetery or a cremation site is a very contaminated environment. And it is not a picnic park. It's not somewhere that you carry your cooler. You know what is having the cooler, right? That is a very inappropriate and all, my dear friends. So you go to a funeral, it is a solemn occasion. It is an occasion for you to offer prayer, not only for the departed. While the mantras are being chanted, you have an opportunity to pray for your own loved ones who departed. So, two things. Try to avoid this music truck business in a funeral, because that is highly inappropriate. I went to a funeral recently. I had to drive up and stop the truck and say, well, look, cut off that music and go your way. The kind of the kind of music they was playing is not even appropriate for a wedding. So you could imagine the kind of music what they was playing. Poor soul probably didn't know what he was playing. He just picked some tunes and he put it in the system. But that is not right, my dear friends. That soul is in an agitated state, and music and dancing and tassa and whatever further aggravates that soul. Picture you sick, lie down on a bed and somebody blasting music, and you're in a state of depression, you're in a bad way, and somebody innocently, inappropriately thinking, well, they're doing the right thing and the best thing and not knowing better. So it is my duty as the pundit to tell you that when you have a dead in the family, a funeral, stay away from the music. After the period of mourning and whatever, you want to blast music, it's your choice. Talking about blast music, our next thing is the scriptures. The Guru Puran tells us that when somebody dies, you do your puja for the Bhandara for the 13 days, which is in fact a puja to Lord Krishna, and thereafter your puja can continue. somehow the rule get turned around. And you know what's the new rule now? Uncle died, mother died, father died, so I ain't doing puja for a whole year. And then the end of the first year, our next uncle died, so I ain't do. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years pass and you do puja. But Sunday you're packing your car and you're going on river line, beach line, partying, fete, birthday, celebrating, singing, dancing. So what they have done, my dear friends, is they turn it around. They say no puja, but fetting and dancing. What the Guru Puran tells us, my dear friends, is that no drumming and no singing and dancing and merriment. You're going through a period of mourning. But they turn it around and they say, right, we go dance and sing and play drum and beat tasa and dance, but we won't have no puja. That is totally, totally opposite to what the scriptures say. The scriptures say the Bhandara on the 13th day is a Christian puja to start off your process of puja. I know somebody tell me that, Baba, you know, my Pandit said don't light no diya in the house and don't do. I said that is bad advice, that is wrong advice. Your duty, because the Bhandara is in fact a puja and the puja continues thereafter. What is prohibited is partying and fetting and dancing and singing and drumming. And so they turn it around. So that and all is a message that I want to send to my listening audience, that when somebody dies, you continue your puja. What is prohibited, you know, any sort of merriment, you know, like buying new vehicles or building house or anything that is, but prayer continues. Prohibited, partying, river lime, beach lime, that is toned down. So my dear friends, my little message to you is to understand what your objective in life, to bring the soul to God. Because as that bhajan says, ek din hame bhi jana hai, o ek din hame bhi jana hai, जगत चला जात है सारा इसका कौन ठिकाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, खूब मौज कर देख तमाशा, खूब मौज कर देख तमाशा, खेल अनेको खेल, करनी है सो कर ले रे वंदे, करनी है सो कर ले रे वंदे, फिर पछताना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है. We all leave one day. If not today, if not tomorrow, if next year, next 5 years, next 10 years, next 20 years, the clock is ticking. Think how you are governing and managing and controlling and directing your life, my dear friends. Kauri, kauri, karke jori, kauri, kauri, karke jori, भरा खजाना है, संग न जाए जा बंदे रे, संग न जाए जा बंदे रे, फिर नहीं आना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है. That we all have to leave here one day. Right? Handful by handful, we construct our empires, and we are carrying nothing. Everything stays here. What we carry with us, my dear friends, what we carry with us is our spiritual accomplishments and achievements. This is why it is important to devote and dedicate yourself spiritually, because one does not know where, when, and how that number will call. And when that number calls, there is no putting off. It has to go. So while you have the capacity and the capability and the ability and the opportunity, do your responsible duty as far as your spirituality is concerned. I am not saying that wealth and job and wife and husband is wrong, but I am speaking about the priority. As I said earlier, that God takes fourth and fifth priority in our lives. And that is so inappropriate. While we have the privilege, while we have the opportunity, sit around. While we have the opportunity, while we have the privilege, my dear friends, let us get serious with our spiritual journey, our spiritual development, our spiritual activities, and pursue it. Because fir pachitana hai, we don't want to regret. We don't want to say, well, we could have do this and we should have do this and we ought to have done this. No, my dear friends. We are living in a world of knowledge. We are living in a world of information now, where we have access. Long time, you had to import a book and wait 2-3 months, sometimes 6 months to get a book. Now you punch in the thing and you get all the mantras, all the prayers, all the rituals, everything at your fingertips. So further, that is no excuse for us to become spiritually stagnant, spiritually dormant. We are in the information age where we have access to all the information as far as our spiritual journey is concerned. Ek baar bolo Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. So at this time, I invite the children, the daughters and son-in-laws, and to come and do the arati, and then anybody else will be able to come and do so. Although Emma, anybody to say a few words?
Yeah.
Sonali? So the children, come, take mala, arati. When the children done, we will do the panchak and then anybody else to do anything. Come, Rick, help him with the Ricky. Help him with the tarya. Or Adish, help him with the tarya. Light it there. Can't find the tarya right there. All right. Flowers, perfume. Just do the perfume here 5 times.
What time we leave here?
What's the time now? Our next hour and thing? Wait, you want to leave now? No. Oh. No, tell me and I go leave. No, but where's the problem?
No, we have a cyclist coming.
Yeah, well, we have next chance. We'll be well in time. Not at all. Just leave now. Oh, and I... Krishna Kripalotang. Gatirna Gatirva Sansara Prasad He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava Govinda Garudaja Gunanidhe Damodara Madhava He Krishna Kamalapate Yudupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntari Pate Charachar Pate Lakshmi Pate Pahimam. Everybody, 3 things, flowers, perfume and arati. Govindaya Krishnaya Narayanaya Namo Namam. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Come, Christopher. Om Sri Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Guru Govindaya Namo Namam Tat Sat Hari Om. Yani Kani Chapapani Janmantara Krita. Come so. Come so. Right, touch by the feet. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Shavanit Pushmamala Maya Dete Upatishtam Tat Sat Hari Om. Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Guru Govindaya Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare. Don't combine back because they will use it. Lambodara Ashtavikito Vignanasho Vinayaka Dhumraketu Ganarikshe. Come Nanda, come so. Oh, okay. Anadhinodhane Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshapunari Kangsham Preta Moksha Purava Om Krishna Krishna Kripalo Tangatarna Gatarva Sansara Prasiddha Purushottamam He Ramam Purushottamam. Walk around, touch by the feet. And then come and let me talk to you. Namo Brahmane Nama Go Brahmanitaya Cha Jagditaya Krishnaya. No thanks. No thank you. Nanda. Hello, Emma, can anybody just say a few words on behalf of who?
Yeah, Anjali.
Anjali?
Yeah, she will do organize she will do it live stream.
Okay, tell she that I'll call on her another.
When you're ready.
Yeah. Anjali, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My granddaughter.
Okay.
In Canada.
All right.
And the one away.
Where she is?
And she in Canada, Anjali.
So she could do it.
She live streaming there.
Well, me know not about that.
But the boy doing it here for you. Just call she and we were ready to click the thing. She there right now looking at everything.
Okay. In Canada?
Yeah.
All right.
Anjali, right?
Anjali.
Yeah.
And who doing it here? But they will come over the mic or something?
Yeah.
All right.
Over the box. We had the box before.
Yeah, but me, I try to get it by the mic. They want me to talk on the mic. So they just the mic, they want me to talk. All right. Okay. When they finish done. Touch your forehead 3 times. Foot forward 3 times. Right. Come, bring your hands to the floor. Pick up flowers.
No, I don't put already. I just lined up and pushed it with the clothes. Raul?
If you can't finish it, put more candle in the DIY. Come find something to do, get out. Come. You have a small bottle of perfume, you stand up right and you spray it. Smaller one. This, right. Stand up right in the center there. Right, you take this one now and you finish it off. Om Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya. No, spray the body, not this head. Namo Brahmane Namah Tatsat Om Paramatmane Namah Sri Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam. Fix that flowers. Put it up. Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya श्री यम द्वारे महाभूरे दीपदाने मया हस्ते मया देते उपतिष्ठाम अनाधिनो धने देवा शंख चक्र गदाधरा अक्षपुनरीकांक्षम प्रेत मोक्ष प्रभव कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालोटं गतिर्ना गतिर्भवा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः। ओम श्री अनाधिनो धने देवा शंख चक्र गदाधरा अक्षपुनरीकांक्षम प्रेत मोक्ष प्रभव। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय। Let me do the Panchak part now, eh? Let me do the Panchak and then anybody else. Take flowers, take flowers. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Preta Smritakshaya Shawang Nimit Gandam Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om Amukha Gotrasya Mukha Preta Smritakshaya Shawang Nimit Pushpamala Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om Gandam Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Hari Om Namaha. Om Sri Shantakaran Bhujagashayinam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharan Gagan Sarasham Meghavarnan Shubhanganam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalaninam Yogi Virdhanagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhaubhaiharam Sarvaloke Kanathanam He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava Govinda Garadhaja Gunanidhe Damodara Madhava He Krishna Kamalapate Yurupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntari Pate Charachar Pate Lakshmi Pate Pahimam. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanuram Ardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava Govinda Garudaja Gunanidhe Damodara Madhava He Krishna Kamalapate Yurupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntari Pate Charachar Pate Lakshmi Pate Pahimam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. You want to say a few words? I mean, if you want to.
Like press your time.
No, we have plenty of time. Just say the word. My dear friends, while the ceremony is taking place, we have Pandit Budram Prasad here with us, Mahapat, and I would ask him to come forward and say a few words.
Mukam karoti vācālam pālāyate yatkalpāmahambandamādhava Om yam brahma varunendra rudramarutaha sumanhidavestave vedaya sangha padakhamupadeshadehi gayanti yam samaga jnanavaste tatargati namansa pasyanti yam yogino Yasyantam navidu surasur devaya tasmai namaha.
Anybody want to come and do arti? Come forward now.
So we all join in a simple bhajan. Mate Manta.
Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritikshaya Shonimit Gandam Mayadite
Mata Kitani Pyari Kitna Pyar Jagati Hai Kitna प्यार जगाती है।
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना
प्यार जगाती है।
श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की
रक्षा करती।
Anybody wish to come and do our activities, come forward.
बजाती है, इतना प्यार जगाती है। ममता कितनी प्यारी, इतना प्यार जगाती है, इतना प्यार जगाती है। तो ऋषियों की रीति से माँ की भक्ति माँ, तो विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू ऋषियों की रीति से
कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी,
कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू काली
महाकाली दुर्गा, तू है बाल भवानी
माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तू
वेदों के बानी
माँ, तू काली
महाकाली
दुर्गा,
तू है बाल भवानी
माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तो वेदों की वाणी माँ, तो बालक को गोद में लेकर
जीवन गीत सुनाती है। कितना प्यार
जगाती
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी माता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। My dear children, all, what we are all witnessing this morning is one of the greatest truths there is on this earth. That is death. And today, I graduate on the devotional rite. We have been performing the Anteshti-karam. And Anteshti-karam means the last rite we can perform for a human being. And today Babaji had performed this Anteshti-karam. And I feel so happy at heart to see all the sons and grandchildren and everybody is just taking part and performing the rituals as it's supposed to be performed. And it says a family that prays together, stays together. And this is a family of prayer. This is a family of union. This is a family of peace. And this bhajan says, Mata putra se pyar kiya hai jitna, kaun karega itna, kaun karega itna. Mata putra se pyar kiya hai jitna, kaun karega itna, kaun karega itna. 9 महीने उधर में रखा, जब दुनिया में आया, सर्दी लगी जी चादर ओढ़ कर स्थान दूध पिलाया, कौन करेगा इतना. Who could love a child more than a man? Who could love a child more than a man? This mora has taken us from partially finishes when we put it into the Indonesian side, in the chicken. And after that, there are other rituals. And all these rituals we are performing is the last ones we perform for this, for Mama in this human form. In these few words I like to say, we'll find out where. Aum Anadini Dhano Devaha Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Ram Naam Satya Hai, Yehi Sabka Ghat Hai.
Mike, not the bike. Where he coming from? Komodo? try. Put up that water. Put the ceramic in. Come, touch hands. Come, do that. Om Pavitrina Shabharanam Sukta Kamakshu Om Vasubhya Nama Om Pretavahaya Nama. Alright, take one. All the touch hands, Put it on the right shoulder. Om Varanasya Utomasi Varunasya Swakarvajena Sito Varanasya Iritasanamasi Varunasya Iritasanamasi Varanasya. Take the next one on the top of the head. Om Utano He Vandha Srino Vraja. Yeah. Just put it where it won't fall. Om Vishwadeva Rita Savraja. On it. Om Ajay Kapadaye Nama Pretapaye Namaha Preta Sankhaye Nama Om Pretavahaye Nama. On it. The same, yeah. And put one like this. Om Shivo Namasi Swadhito Swe Pita Namaste Astu Sri. Right, thank you. Put that back. I will call on you to introduce Sonali. Okay? No, you do it. It's Sonali, right? Anjali. My dear friends, at this, right, wait, we just stop for 1 minute. Or I could sit down for 1 minute. At this time, my dear friends, we have a member of the family, granddaughter, Sonali, Anjali, who is overseas, and she would do a few words on behalf of the family. So we introduce now Anjali, the granddaughter, to say a few words on behalf of the family. And it will be virtual, so she's in Canada and she's going to be talking from Canada. So you got to listen carefully, otherwise you won't hear what she's saying. It's coming over through the mic. The dentist, they had to look for a dentist to get a tooth. So they're trying to get the electronic part of it organized. All right, it's coming through now. It's like a little delayed broadcast. Because Canada kind of cold these days now, so it will take a little time to get activated. Yeah.
And good day all. Thank you for coming today to show your support to our family and celebrate the wonderful life of Sheiladai Simbhu, or as my sisters and I call her, our hot-mouthed short lady. For those who do not know me, I am Anjali Simbhu, the daughter of Sunil Simbhu and the granddaughter of the late Simbhu Prasad and Sheiladai Simbhu. My grandmother was like a sunshine, warm and bright with a hint of spice. Her kitchen was the heart of most family gatherings, filled with warm fresh food and the sound of her humming old tunes. Those that knew my grandmother knew she had a knack for remembering birthdays. If the world forgot, everyone knew Sheila Poa did not. She would happily stretch that house phone cord just to check in and wish you a happy birthday. Coming to think about it, the most important thing to her besides God was family. No matter what, my grandmother would put her kids and grandkids above everything else. She was a woman who never liked asking for help, but was always one of the first to lend a helping hand. Most of my memories in Sumaria trees revolved around her and my cousins, from watching Indian movies to playing games to climbing the pomerac tree. Our grandmother would just be there. I have many fond memories of her, but the ones my sisters and I will talk about forever are the days we would go to spend time with her. My mom always packed food, and before dropping us off, she would say, "Don't bother your grandmother to cook anything. She's getting too old to be in the kitchen." But we never listened. We always put on a little sad face and tell her, "Ma, Mommy sent food with us, but we want you to cook our favorite food." In no time, she would be in the kitchen and we would be standing by the counter with our little googly eyes, just watching her make that hot sada roti with butter and fried aloo. A few weeks ago we had a talk where you said to me that your time is coming close. But as usual, I took it as a joke and I told you, "Ma, hush, you know I cannot come right now." Your response was simply, "I understand, child. Just say a prayer wherever you are." I still wish this were a dream, but all I can do now is just wish. Wish I had spent more time with you. Wish that this was not true, or simply wish for one last hug. You shared tons of great memories with a lot, and I am sure each and every one of you here today has something to share about her. Needless to say, my grandmother never fell short on anything, and she passed 3 important things down to her grandkids: her love, her knowledge, and her hot mouth. My sweet, beautiful, spicy mouthed grandmother. The distance between you and I is 2,549 miles, and my heart is broken into pieces knowing I have to say goodbye virtually. So while it is sad for us to lose you, it is arguably fair. We were lucky to have you around for as long as we did. Now it's time for you to go home and finally return to your beloved husband and daughter. Your siblings, friends, and families would forever miss you dearly. Thank you, Ma, for being our grandmother, for being the most understanding person, for loving us unconditionally, and supporting us in our dreams. And a hearty thank you to all for being here, as it shows how many appreciated and love my grandmother.
The granddaughter, all the way from Canada, on behalf of the family, expressing the relationship of love, the relationship of caring. I have been involved with this family for a very, very, very long time, and I would tell you it is a very close-knit, as you can all see, very loving, very caring family. At this time, my dear friends, we have Mr. Deusaran here with us, and I'll ask Mr. Deusaran to render a bhajan before we move to the next item. Sitaram. Where's the cloth for the pinda?
Right up there in this bhajan. Come from the dirt and you're going back into the dirt. Your body is dirt. Dirt they call Myla. You're scrubbing your body 2 times a day. You put in perfume, rub your hands in dirt coming out. Myla?
That's mine.
Come here. Carry your body 6 feet. You still need to dirt. And you burn the body in the cremation site. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. That is good. दौलत के जूते नशे में हो तू, गरीबों की दुनिया की रहती है तू। अजी एक दिन ऐसा आएगा वो जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। जब माटी माटी मिल दौलत के जूते नशे में हो तू, गरीबों की दुनिया की रहती है तू। अजी एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। माटी भी ओवन माटी भी चावन, माटी कठन बन जाएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। ऊंची आसमां तेरी ऊंची तेरी सांस है, पर कभी हर कभी सोचा नहीं जिंदगी की तेरी सांस है, वो भलाई का पल रह जाएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। इसका तू हिसाब कर अंगूठा अंगलियों पे डर। इसका तू हिसाब कर अंगूठा अंगलियों पे डर। किसने तुझी कर रहे भलाई में, वो किसने तू लागे रहे बुराई में। वो भलाई का पल रह जाएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। ऊंची हवेली ऊंची महल ऊंची हवेली ऊंची महल, पल भर में जाएंगे पगेली बदल। ऊंची हवेली ऊंची महल, पल भर में जाएंगे पगेली बदल। लूटी किसी की दुआओं का पल, ओ लूटी किसी की दुआओं का पल। बड़ी सी तू चलो नीचे चल, ऐसी बोएगा वैसे पे आएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। माटी भी ओवन माटी भी चावन, माटी कठन बन जाएगा जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। वो जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा, वो जब माटी में सब मिल जाएगा। ओम जय सीताराम।
Thank you very much, Mr. Devosan. For those of you who are listening, a very powerful statement made there. That Mati bhi orhan, Mati bhi chawal, Mati mein sab mil jayega. That this is dirt, it comes from the dirt, and when we finish with it, we're back in the dirt. Very powerful, very powerful. So, my dear friends, at this time I invite you to, anybody wish to do final viewing, who wish to do the final viewing, do so now, as we will be leaving in a few minutes. From 6 people, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 2 of them. Stand as we join hands together in our parting prayer. So we pray that Bhagwan, we bless this home and this family with strength and courage and guidance and wisdom. See on this side. Right. Spread the cloth. Om. See on this side. Facing so, Om. Prehi. Prehi. Patimi. Purvane. Right. Lift up. Om Mitra Pareta Umarajano Swadha Mando Yamang Pashyasi Varnam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nanda, you take the light and take it back inside for me, please. Lift and walk. Show him what?
Any room?
Yeah.
Go forward and
What's the tray?
Take it inside.
The head here, turn around, walk on the cloth, it don't matter. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya. Om water. Take the water, the lota water. Come Ricky, come here now. Sprinkle water. Om Mritak Sane Shavang Nimit Maya Tirto Patishtam Tat Sat Hari Hyom. Namo Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya. Right. Arti. Om Yam Dware Mahaghore Dipadane Maya Haste. Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankara Aksha Pundari Kangsham Pretamoksha. Om Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Guru Govindaya Namo Namam. Rama Rameti Rameti Panchatattva Shanti Agni Shanti. Agni Shanti Akash Shanti Vayu Shanti Prithvi 5 times. Panchatattva Shanti Agni Shanti Akash Shanti Vayu Shanti Tat Sat Hari Hyom. Om Tat Sat Hari. Give me the lota. Let's hold that there for my place. Om Surya Chakshu Gakshatu Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Dwareshe Patha Nimit Vishnu Devtavaya Shankte Maya Diyate Upatistam Tat Sat Hari Hyom. Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sanka Chakra Garadhara Akshapurari Kangsham Preta Moksha Parvaha. Ram Naam Satya Hai, Yehi Sabke Gatya Hai. Hold that. Slam it down on the ground and boss it. Om Panchak Shanti Tamaha. Right. Wrap the cloth. Just pick up the box alone, leave the cloth.
Alright, watch me. Face the house and hold the box.
Face the house. Om Namo Sri Hiranya Garbha Samavartatage Bhutasya Jata Patrekyasi Sadadhara Pratvidham Yutemang Tat Sat Hari Hyom Namaha. Go in front. Go in front. In front of yours and put it from across the road. Where Ricky? Who is Ricky? Oh, all right. Whoever going to go with that.
Yeah, he going with the so
Yeah.
And Ricky is a man. Right,
Yeah.
you hand him the sending.
When?
He going free support, I send him free support.
All right. You're done right. Go ahead. Once you cover down, look at through the eyes.
days I go back.